Hey everyone, Livewalker here. Just want to share a little bit about my life living in Anchorage, Alaska. I'm 61 years old now and I'm disabled. 2 years ago, I had a very serious stroke. Before that, my life felt normal, pretty much what you'd expect. But after the stroke, everything changed in an instant. I couldn't walk normally anymore. I couldn't talk clearly. Even something as simple as eating became incredibly difficult. It felt like the left side of my body and the right side just refused to work together. My legs have very poor blood circulation now. I feel numb almost all the time. This constant pins and needles sensation. Because of this, I can't sit for very long, and I can't stand for very long either. It makes doing almost anything a challenge. Because of these physical limitations, I couldn't continue working. I had to stop. So I started using my savings to pay for rent, utilities, and all the basic living expenses. Month after month, I watched that savings account slowly dwindle, until one day, there was nothing left. I applied for SSI, Supplemental Security Income, but the approval process takes a very, very long time. It's not something that happens overnight. In the beginning, I was completely in the dark. I didn't even know there were assistance programs out there to help people in my situation. And when I finally learned about them, it felt like I was just being sent from one place to another in a big circle. One office tells you to go somewhere else for help, and that next place sends you right back to where you started. I remember one specific experience when I tried to get into a program called Coordinated Entry. They told me something that just floored me. They said I had to become homeless first. Only then, after I had lost my home, could I enter their system to get help finding housing. I just stood there thinking, how does that make any sense at all? You have to lose everything to get help to not lose everything. It felt completely backward. Recently, things got even tougher. My roommate and I received an eviction notice. We were on the verge of being put out on the street. We sold whatever we could, anything of value, just to scrape together enough money to pay the rent and the legal fees before our court date. And somehow, by some miracle, we managed to stop the eviction. We were so relieved. But February is a short month, and there just wasn't enough time to recover financially before the next month's rent was due. And we've received another notice to quit, and having 2 eviction cases, one after another, it usually doesn't look good in front of a judge. So this is where my life is right now. It's about trying to survive one day at a time, right here in Anchorage. Shit. Some people see pictures of Alaska and think about how beautiful it is. And they're right, it is beautiful. But for some of us who live here, Alaska is just a place where we're trying to survive. I'm not telling you this story to get sympathy. I'm telling it so people can understand what survival really looks like for some of us in Anchorage. It's not a dramatic movie. It's a quiet, daily struggle. Right now, the only thing we really have is just enough food to stay alive. And I have to say, in Anchorage, there are some very good food pantries. SNAP program helps too. Because of those programs, we are able to eat, and I am genuinely grateful for that. It keeps us alive. But to be completely honest, that's all it does. It helps us survive. Beyond that, there isn't much left. There's no stability, no real long-term solution. It's just a constant effort to get through one more day. Every month, the rent bill comes. Every month, the utility bills arrive. And every single day, life just continues, whether you're ready for it or not. You suddenly realize how fragile everything is. One medical event, one stroke, can change your entire world. And when that happens, you hope the system is there to catch you. But sometimes the system moves very slowly. It's a world of forms, applications, and endless waiting lists. Everything just takes time. A single stroke turned a normal, ordinary life into a daily survival story. Wow. So for now, my roommate and I are just doing what we can. We're trying to stay calm. We're trying to stay positive. We're just trying to survive. One day at a time. We're holding on to the hope that someday things will finally get better. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, no, you're not alone. Take care.